Tatum Engineering is a full-service consulting engineering firm at the forefront of innovative sustainable design and building science, providing integrated system design and energy solutions for new and existing buildings. From early planning through project completion, Tatum supports project teams with services including embodied carbon analysis, feasibility studies, energy modeling, and energy studies, helping building owners chart a path toward the future. Since 1989, Tatum has maintained its commitment to mission-driven engineering as embodied in its name. Technology as if the Earth mattered. Learn more at tatum.com. That's TAITEM.com. A sponsor of the Mysterious CHIRP.
Hola, Terrans. Bienvenido to the Mysterious CHIRP. This is Raven. Buckle up and prepare for takeoff.
Now, what is this suspiciously clandestine meeting about?
I got a message from Lonnie Guyver. The inspectors have scheduled the station stop. We need to find a clue that expands their search for Sevett's murderer.
Ms. Love, your request exceeds standardized information sharing parameters. However, the odds that there is an outlying perpetrator are not insignificant. Please clarify. Why do you want access to the interview logs, and why now?
Dr. Muir, it's not that there isn't something fishy with Mizzou Tech. It's that, just like the accusations against Darita, the crimes are so different. If Mizzou Tech is responsible for years of illegal and dangerous smuggling, they've covered their tracks pretty well. The theft and murder? Like a splorsh lad did 'em.
I just want to make sure. If I'm wrong, that's fine. But if I'm right and the murder isn't connected to the Utsaha being aboard the CHIRP,
a murderer goes free. And in all likelihood, I am arrested for the murder.
Chief Mate McQueen, what are your thoughts on this matter?
I think additional information is always a good thing. I run a tight ship, and I do not appreciate being made a pawn in someone's godforsaken evil master plan. But you're the acting captain. You decide.
Thank you. Raven, can you show us the relevant data logs?
It's my pleasure.
And by that time, Skip Tanner was so drunk, he thought the prestidigitations were all real.
Yeah, it was sad. Maybe a little funny when he tried to brush the miniature koalas off his clothes.
It was his own fault. He kept leaving his coat and his bag and his detritus everywhere, leaving the table to get more drinks.
Or go to the vac room because of them.
The rest of you stayed to watch the show?
I made sure to be all set before the show started.
Me too. I got my deviled eggs and settled in. It was so interesting. The zero-G wire, the fire breathing, the lions and tigers and bears. Oh my.
Just bears, actually. And of course they weren't real, but they were so beautiful. It made me want to take an enviro vacay.
Oh, don't bother.
There's nothing new
so...
here. Any other pertinent excerpts?
Rolling.
I myself was not aboard for the expendable towels incident. Although I can tell you it was a good thing. They stopped at the Stanley K station, and not just because I and Lonnie Guyver needed a ride. No. It was one of my forays to Planet Banu, actually. But to the rainforest side, not the desert side. I was awaiting my transport, and it pulled up and stopped so abruptly that a box of those very things fell off the back and burst open. Well, of course, they are about the size of a nut dough hole. And before we knew it, a whole flock of Assyrian pidge gulls swooped down and devoured them. And then pop, pow, squelch, feathers and bird goo everywhere. It was actually quite fascinating.
Glad that wasn't aboard my ship.
Pause the recording, please, Raven.
But still, Scott's whales, I wish I'd seen that.
I remember that. Their acidic juices dissolved the wrappings and accelerated the process just a bit. But a bit was all it needed. But throwing unwrapped towels in a centralized vac system? It must have been intentional. But there was no way the station stop was a sure thing. Any engineer would have known that.
You're right. There's nothing new here. Sammy, you're going to have to let this one go, even if it doesn't line up with that data system brain of yours.
But
Hold up. I've been pinged. I'm to join DCI Bridges and Sergeant Borsha at the pub. We're taking down Loman and Yaru.
When I first came to Michigan Tech, I had no idea how far it would take me. I made friends, studied hard, and had more than a few challenges and failures along the way. But there was never a day that I didn't feel supported by the people around me, people who were also trying to become better versions of themselves. My experiences at Tech have made me a better engineer and an even better person. Because of Tech, I'm ready for whatever the future brings.
Visit mtu.edu/tomorrow to learn more.
Yeah, I think I'll have what Dr. Forsyth ordered and a tuna milk.
Water, please. Tepid. Chicken nuggets, please. No meat.
I like the Saturn salad. The croutons are little rings.
2 Suns Rising, Xavier, please.
You want that with ants or uncles?
Uncles, extra crispy.
You got it. Marv, I need uncles. Extra crispy.
Can we switch?
La
Can you
puerta
switch? Can you
está
do the same thing,
abriendo.
but
Bon
we'll
appetit.
take the opposite one?
Okay, let me tell. Okay, we want a portmanteau. Wait, no.
Hey, Bridges, what can I get for you today?
Can I get a Verlakash and a couple of Verlika bean cakes, please?
You got it. Hey, Marv, give me a lock choppin'.
I'll have a revolutionary donut, but without the mayo this time, please, if you have it, Xavier.
Marv, add a JoJo bean with that, please. That'll be right out. Have a seat. Tumbler will find you.
Xavier, I heard that.
Borsha! Sergeant Borsha.
Yeah?
I have been patient enough. The outrageous theft of my hard work is an abomination. My colleagues here agree, right? Loman, right?
But of course.
Yaru, are you just, not good at your job? What in the whales is going on?
Yes, can we expect an update soon?
As a matter of fact, I believe so. Ah, Inspector, thanks for bringing over our food.
My pleasure.
You can have my spot. I am finished.
I don't think so. Professor Loman, you...
Look out! Whoa! That's a 695 call.
Loman, get off the table. You stepped in my...
Everybody down!
Wait, under the table.
Everybody on!
Get out of my way!
This is a proper rumble. Someone, bring me a kettle.
Borsha, there's too many people. We've got to get in close.
Mama's going to escape.
Cannon, cover the fire door.
On it! Raven, lock down the shuttle bay.
You got it.
Borsha, get Yaru.
Yes, Borsha. I always wanted to try terror me's meat.
Gotcha.
Thanks, Tumbler.
Whoa! Whale! Yaru! Borsha! Yaru's headed toward the back.
Lumen's by the door. Cannon, get them.
Bridges, over here. I got him. Raven, lock the doors.
Lo siento. Only the captain can override the fire safety protocol.
Hold still.
On my face. I missed. I couldn't find a proper kettle.
Where's Lumen? Where'd they go?
Loman!
A sword. A quaint.
Oh my gosh! That way!
Bridges!
Take me fire. I've never seen anything like it.
Bridges! Understand? Catch!
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say or do can be used against you in the court of intergalactic law.
Yaru's still free! Jacelyn! Junior!
Yaru!
Take that fight over there.
You can't escape her if you don't know which one's real. 1 Julia. 3 Julia.
I got Yaru!
Not for long.
Yaru, stop swimming!
I've lost them. They're under the tables.
Come on! Gotcha! Malcolm, grab the other legs!
Let
Why
go
are
of me, you skulking coward!
I've got him! Marshal Yaru, you have the right to remain silent.
I have the right to walk out of here. I have done nothing wrong.
Tell it to the Detective Chief Inspector. Thank you, Anne.
It was nothing. The summer I won a Krav Maga raffle really paid off.
It was nothing. It was nothing. Please. I had 2 of Yaru's legs. You only had 1. I've got Yaru. All you did, Ian, was hide under the table and make a very lucky grab. But Jacelyn did an illusion, and then Julienne nearly had them.
Yeah,
and
I'm
then
just happy I could help.
Thank you.
Ian, you're shaking like a leaf. Why don't you go lie down?
All
that's left to do here is tidy up.
Get in front of an audience.
Good idea.
Give them the
All this
best. And now,
excitement has been too much for me.
Tiger, my
I
tiger.
think I'll take that Enviro vacay. See some animals. You got the rest of the trip covered anyway, Malku.
That's a good idea. Get the med staff to give you a written recommendation for a mind-body rest and rehabilitation.
Centering breath.
Okay. Great idea. Thanks, Malku.
Mm-hmm. All right, everybody.
It's going to be fine.
That's
We're
enough.
Gonna have a fantastic show next summer.
Everybody quiet down. Detective Chief Inspector Bridges, what do you need?
Please accompany me and Borsha to the holding cell. Bartok, Tumbler, circus people, please form a perimeter around us as we pass. I'm not taking any chances.
Door opening. Don't let it hit you on your way out.
Ow.
Oops.
The Trevor Project is the leading suicide prevention and crisis intervention nonprofit organization for LGBTQ+ young people. If you or a loved one needs help, you can reach us at thetrevorproject.org/get-help. That's thetrevorproject.org/get-help. We provide information and support to LGBTQ+ young people 24/7, all year round. At thetrevorproject.org, you can reach out to a counselor if you're struggling, find answers and information, and get the tools you need to help someone else. You deserve a welcoming, loving world, and so do the people you care about. The Trevor Project is here for you, day or night. Reach out at thetrevorproject.org.
Well, that was certainly exciting. Glad I could once again put my old womp ball skills to good use.
I know exactly what you mean. I thought I'd left my days of being a competitive gymnast behind me.
A gymnast?
Yeah. That's why I'm called Tumbler. Aren't you being held for questioning?
Not held, but politely required to appear at the Station Authority Center after landing. How are you holding up, Jacelyn?
Okay, I don't know who vets the people that we work with, but someone needs to do a much better job. Because honestly,
yes.
Who knew he could breathe fire?
Yeah. When's our next show? Because they're gonna need some time to want more excitement. I don't think no one's gonna come to anything. We don't have a show soon, do we?
Oh, I love being around performers. Do you, I must ask, do you suppose there is a place in show at the Flying Caravanserai for me? Perhaps I could.
Dr. Muir!
Juggle?
Dr. Muir!
Yes?
Professor Lohman and Marshan Yaru, are in secure lockdown in detention block AA-23.
Detention block?
Okay, storage closet AA-23. It's been converted. They plan to offboard after the passengers have all cleared.
I'm glad to hear it. And DCI Bridges has full station support?
Affirmative. I'm
Dr. Muir, Lieutenant Cannon, please,
We are approaching the flying caravanserai space station. Please disembark quickly and efficiently. As I'm sure you've all heard, we need to transport some folks to lockdown. If you cause any delay in this process, you will be continuing the journey in our new holding cell.
Please, my office is just down this hall. I need to show you something.
Ms. Love, Sammi, we don't have the time. We need to get...
I just need 5 minutes.
5 minutes. To begin when the door to your office closes.
We have successfully docked in Bay 35 here at the Flying Caravanserai Space Station. Thank you in advance for your efficient disembarkment. Crew, report back for a briefing at 1800 hours station time. Passengers continuing on, please be back on board in 48 station hours. This is Chief Mate McQueen, out.
Dadita, what's that note from our sponsor, Stratton Creek Inn?
Mystery lovers, join us at Stratton Creek Inn for 2 unforgettable, live, interactive murder mystery events. First up, Who Did It Through the Decades on August 23rd. 4 decades, 1 crime, and only your detective skills can solve it. Then on October 4th, dive into a magical world for a wizarding murder mystery, costumes encouraged. Learn more at StrattonCreekInn.com.
Tatum Engineering is a full-service consulting engineering firm at the forefront of innovative sustainable design and building science, providing integrated system design and energy solutions for new and existing buildings. From early planning through project completion, Tatum supports project teams with services including embodied carbon analysis, feasibility studies, energy modeling, and energy studies, helping building owners chart a path toward the future. Since 1989, Tatum has maintained its commitment to mission-driven engineering as embodied in its name. Technology as if the Earth mattered. Learn more at Tatum.com. That's TAITEM.com. A sponsor of the Mysterious Chirp. Thank you, Terrans, for listening to The Mysterious Chirp. Follow us on Instagram, YouTube, Patreon, and our website to catch behind-the-scenes information and learn more about the characters, cast, and production team. And now, the credits. The Mysterious Chirp is a monthly science fiction podcast written by Holly Adams and the cast of The Mysterious Chirp and produced by Shearwater Productions and Christopher Plummer at Michigan Tech University. Sound effects designed by Rainey Alexiev, Jack Summers, and Madison Brown. Dialogue editing and soundscaping by Rainey Alexiev and Jack Summers. Music composition by Jonah Rady, Ryan Terrell, and Alex Hernandez. Sound supervision by Christopher Plummer, and music supervision by Jeff Sherwood. This episode was mixed and mastered by Caitlin Robley and Bella Dimicelli, with additional sound effects from freesound.com and soundsnap.com. The cast, in order of appearance: Carmen Wilson as Chief Mate Weathers McQueen, Sanya Simmons as Purser Sammi Love, Dr. Aaron McDonald as Dr. Svi Muir, Joey Steenhagen as Lieutenant Luke Cannon, Connor Fleming as Dadita, Jessica Cooney as Raven, the ship's intelligence system, Ty Bennett as Malku, John Vertullo as Ian, Cindy Kay as Sergeant Borsha, J.G. Hertzler as Ambassador Bartok of WARF, the Water and Air Resources Foundation, Farah Haydar as Lonnie Guyver, Stephanie Johnson as Xavier Schledhammer, Stephen Benedetti as Tumbler, Andrew Joseph Perez as Skip Tanner, Yasmin Toison as Professor Lohman, Holly Adams as Marchand Yaru, Julienne Irons as DCI Ophelia Bridges, Emily Babin as Junia Michaels, Sean Scott as Jacelyn Mox, and Susan Cooper as Fred. Special thanks also to Christopher Miles for content consultation and overall nerd awesomeness. May the 4th be with you all.